So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. And today I'm joined by Avery Berg. He is the lead singer for the band Chamber Mage,
How's
which
it
is,
going, Nick?
yeah, how are you doing, Avery?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. So, you are releasing your full length debut record
Yes, sir.
on March 28th, and it's called By Light of Emerald Gods. And
Yes, sir.
I got the promo because I'm the shield dude on a couch, so so I
All
can
right.
listen to stuff early.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but on preparation for this, I listened to your EP. You had a 22,
Oh,
22 EP, which
mhm.
is pretty cool. And also, I've interviewed, I think, bands that I don't know if you tour with. Was it Dungeon Master? I've interviewed a few bands like that are in your like genre space. And,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, Dungeon Crawl.
Oh, Dungeon Crawl. Okay. I know of them. I don't know anyone in that band personally. We haven't toured yet, so.
Yeah, you guys should tour because you like the same type of
Oh,
thing. So it would be a cool tour.
yeah, absolutely.
So you guys are from Colorado and you
Mhm.
formed a few years earlier. I was watching earlier today, like this interview that they, like this 10-minute interview that some dude, I don't know, I never seen, knew who he was, but you were like, they were interviewing you and some other from the band, like on the street.
Oh yeah, that was at out front of Reggie's in Chicago for Legions of Metal Festival.
Yeah,
Um, Mark, I don't remember his last name, but he
you
does
had shorter hair on that interview.
yes, he does 69 Faces of Rock is his channel, and
That
he
was,
a
yeah,
bunch
I
of
thought that.
yeah, yeah,
So
he's an awesome guy.
yeah, I saw that you guys did that interview.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the new album is out in a few weeks. So I listened to it, and there's like power metal into your sound, but
Yeah.
classic heavy metal. But obviously, it sounds like you guys are having fun with it. So uh,
Yeah.
I want to talk about like when you were growing up, what were your main musical influences? Because uh, to me, listening to some songs, there was one that I'm like, he has to be an Iron Maiden fan.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I turn my computer around, I got a whole wall full of Maiden flags. Uh,
Mhm.
that's probably my number one favorite band for sure. So I think that influence is pretty undeniable. Um, that's like the one band, probably the biggest common ground band we have amongst the five of us. Like everybody likes Iron Maiden, and but I don't think that we have written too many like Maiden influenced things. But the stuff that is like you can tell right away.
I would say there's like two songs on the record, maybe the last one that's like the 10-minute epic.
Oh yeah,
What's the name of that song? I forgot the name.
the Silver City fell.
The Silver City Fell, which is
Yeah,
like the longest track on the
yeah.
record, almost 10:34. But the record is it's got that classic vibe where you have 8 tracks, so you have like
Mhm.
side A, side B.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could tell like Iron Maiden, but like you're also influenced by obviously like mythology, Dungeons and Dragons. Obviously, I can see you have quite of a collection of
Oh yeah. Uh,
packs. So yeah,
um. I don't. I wouldn't say Dungeons and Dragons really. Like I've played it a couple times, Um, but I think that if I had to name something, I think that everyone in this world, uh, doing this brand is influenced by Tolkien to some degree or another, whether they, are conscious of it or not. But no, I think just like Tolkien, like Ranger's Apprentice, Wheel of Time. No super deep cuts. I mean, I um yeah, uh just nothing's really specific coming to mind. I just make shit up in my head, I guess.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, uh, well. a good example of it is like the first song in Into Battles. Like
Yeah.
it starts like really serious, but then you have like that high pitch that not like anyone can make that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that is that a high pitch hard to do?
Um, I don't think I have a very high register. Like I have a pretty mid register voice. Some of these guys are doing these real crazy high vocals, and I can't really come close to that. But um, uh, yeah, I mean that would be at towards the higher end of my chest voice, I'd say. But it's still pretty comfortably within my range, so it's not super hard. But
I
um,
think Bias from Ghost did something like that on their last album.
oh, okay,
Arian, he went like, and he also doesn't have like that super. Not everyone has like that Bruce Dickinson song, like
right.
over the
The
top.
air raid siren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're writing lyrics, what's your process for writing lyrics for Chamber Mage?
It really depends on the song. Like certain songs, I came up with a riff first, and um, I just sort of let the riff paint a picture in my mind of what the song would be about. And then other times, I'll just think of like a fantastical scenario and just or or an idea for a story that I want to write in lyrics form, or even just like a combination of words that I think sounds cool. It could become a song. So there's really no tried and true method. It just depends. It's circumstantial.
So what are some of the themes that you explore on By Light of Emerald Gods?
Okay. They're mainly just like a collection of stories. Like the length of the chain, for example, is a story about like a lord of a keep, and he stumbles across like a succubus in the forest, and he becomes obsessed with her, and he like takes her and holds her captive inside his castle, and he's like infatuated with her to where he like will say he tells her that he'll keep her prisoner forever and like just barely keep her alive, but he'll never like let her die. And then at the end of the song, um, she essentially like escapes and exacts vengeance on him. Um, the Silver City Fell is pretty obviously just about a wicked force coming down and ambushing a kingdom at night, and it's sort of hinted that the ambush takes place because the king of said kingdom um, didn't properly resolve a dispute he had with somebody else, and now everyone is paying for it. Um, yeah, just but those are just a couple examples. But
Yeah.
um, I guess the only one that's not really a story. Well, Bishop's Vengeance and Beyond the Lighthouse are more metaphorical songs about just like being the best version of yourself and finding your greater purpose.
Yeah, no, they're cool songs, and they're energetic, which is always great to have. I liked a lot Bishop of Vengeance or
Mm,
Vengeance.
yeah,
But that was a cool one. Uh, so yeah,
that
and
was written by our bass player Ted.
Ted, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that one.
you have some people writing different stuff, and uh, right now, and I've read, you open for different type of bands. You open for a band like Four. You open for Riot as well.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what it's like to see Chamber Mage live.
Um, I don't think that seeing Chamber Mage live is any too different than seeing any other traditional heavy metal band live, but we like to have fun and lots of guitar solos and Uh, Lots of fist pumpy type parts. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I don't
yeah,
really know. I don't really know how to answer that one, to be honest. Like, um,
yeah. Well, you have to be there and see yourself live.
yeah,
So
it's
I
just
see.
in a
You,
heavy metal band.
yeah, you're an avid. You have some figurines collectibles. Tell me a little bit
Oh
about
yeah.
the collection that you have.
Yeah, this I'm a big Transformers fan, so these are all Transformers. They go,
Oh wow.
yeah. So yeah, I just that's been always been my big thing is I love Transformers and been collecting them since I was a kid, and yeah, pretty
You like?
important nostalgic connection for me.
Yeah. Were you a fan of the Jerry Bruckheimer Transformer movies?
Oh, the Michael Bay ones?
Oh yeah, Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not really. I don't know, because a lot of people in my age group are, but I think I'm not really sure. When those came out, I was still pretty young when they came out, and I was like the target age for them to appeal to, but I just thought that they sucked and
They do suck.
the cartoons. Yeah. So yeah, I never got into the movie. I mean, I'll go see them still because like it's Transformers, so I'm not gonna not go see it. But
Gotta
it just
critique it.
yeah, it's not like Transformers to me. It's something else. It's its own thing in my mind.
I said Jerry Bruckheimer, but it was Michael Bay. But to me, they're like the same shit.
Oh yeah. Um, the newest movie that came out though, Transformers One. Like I saw the trailer for it and I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be like a kid movie, like just more like child oriented. And I absolutely loved it. And like I went with my roommate and my spouse, and neither of them are really into Transformers, and they both absolutely loved it as well. So
Well,
yeah, the newest animated film is quite good.
but your spouse lets you have that man room.
I live in I have two roommates, my spouse and two roommates, and nobody really gives a shit about the basement, so I just get to do whatever I want down here. So
They're like, go to the basement,
yeah, exactly.
play with your Transformers. So
Yep.
yeah, so uh, but no, but you've been opening like you've been a band for a short while, but you've been opening for bands that are very well known in power metal and
Yeah.
metal. And you're also doing a fest, I think the 20th to the 22th of March in Houston, Texas, right?
Yep. Hell's Heroes. Super excited about that. Me and our bass player Ted have been going to Hell's Heroes since 2022. So this will be our fourth time going and playing this year, and we couldn't be more excited about it.
Saxon's
Um,
gonna be there. That's a huge thing.
yeah, Saxon, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're like legends of that. So yeah, it's gonna be
There's
which
a ton of
which
killer bands.
day?
I'm sorry.
Which of the days are you playing in the festival?
We play Thursday. We
Okay.
play fourth. I think it's Sandahedron, um,
Oh, I actually
Savage Master, Satan, and then us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to Sanhedrin on the channel, yeah, as well.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, cool. So yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be a cool festival.
Oh yeah, it always is, man. It's
Yeah.
one of those fests that people buy tickets before they even know what the lineup is because it's just built such a reputation of having a grade A lineup every single year that people, myself included, are always confident to like, spend up like $300 for a ticket without even seeing the lineup because they know it's going to be that good.
Plus,
And
it's gonna be
this year is no exception.
you're going to play something that did you always envision playing this festival?
Um, I I wouldn't say since the inception of the band, absolutely, just because for the US and at this point with how it's grown, I'd say, the world, Hell's Heroes is like the holy ground for, this music up there alongside festivals like Keep It True in Germany and Up the Hammers in Athens and you know, all those places. And Legions of Metal, a festival we played last year, that was a huge honor to get to play too, because you know that metal fest has roots in Chicago, you know, with Bob taking over and doing such an awesome job putting that on every year. And this newer fest, Stormbringer in Worcester, Massachusetts, we got to play the second year of that, which is like another really awesome fest that's happening in the US. And Evgeny from Adamantis puts on an awesome job putting that on the first year, and the second year he did it that we played. And then he just announced the most recent lineup for that, doing it this year as well. So
It's going to be awesome. You're going to be playing that festival. Then the week you're dropping your album.
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry, I misheard.
Oh yeah, that after doing this concert, then later you're dropping the album. So
yep, yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to talk about the artwork of the record, which is pretty cool artwork.
Yeah.
Here it is. So tell me a little bit about what you guys were going for with this artwork.
So our drummer Dan's brother Billy, he painted this for us, and also when you see the record, the inside cover has or not the inside, but the insert has another piece that he did that originally we thought was going to be the album cover, and it was sort of like a castle scape on top of a mountain ridge with like a giant sword sticking out of the mountain. And that was initially what we thought was going to be our album cover, and he was going to do a painted version of it. But our drummer Dan sent his brother Billy some lyrics, and a couple days later he came back to us with this, and we absolutely loved it. And
it goes with music.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, it looks.
I'm glad to hear you say that too, because I've definitely been one to, you know, I'm sure we've all bought records based on how cool the art was and have been let down when the music didn't match the artwork. So thank you for saying that they match.
Yeah, that's something very. I'm guessing, like we grew up both in the 90s. That's something very 90s. Like you sometimes you looked at an awesome album cover, and sometimes you bought something just because of the album cover alone.
Right. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I was born in 97, so I wouldn't say I grew up in the 90s, but I definitely had that experience.
I have 20. I'm 20 years older than you.
Okay.
So yeah, so you didn't. Yeah. Well, I had that experience, but yeah, it's awesome that that you are like passing like the importance of also the album artwork and not just the music to go in that. So
Oh yeah. I mean, I think everything needs to be a full package. Like, I hate to say it, and maybe this is just a product of my age, or I don't know, but I will sometimes like an album less if the like cover art isn't like A plus, and I don't really like it. Even if I think the music is phenomenal, I won't listen to it as much as I would if the cover art didn't like meet the music for me. Like, it's just so important to have a full aesthetic package.
Yeah.
For me, you know.
Guessing you didn't enjoy Iron Maiden's Dance of the Dead, or because that.
Oh man, you know that I'll say that's an exception, because that is, I think that is such an underrated album. Like,
the album.
The album art. If they would have stuck with the original, like it was just the Reaper on the like kaleidoscope pattern on the floor without before they added all the people, like it actually looked pretty sick.
Yeah, with Iron Maiden, I like more of the older album covers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Final Frontier album cover was kind of like lame too.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for it, but
yeah,
I do not like the newest album cover, or the one I didn't like Book of Souls or Senjutsu's album covers.
Yeah, because yeah, they were just too plain.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well,
Life and Death was kind of like a boring album cover. If I think about it, their last album cover that I really enjoyed, I think it was Brave New World.
oh yeah, that's an awesome album cover. Um, recently I noticed like the closer you look at Brave New World, the more like digital it looks. But like my first impressions of it was that it was like a painting, and I didn't realize until like a couple years ago that I was looking real closely at it that it's like it doesn't quite look as good when you really peek at it than like from a distance. But no, that was probably their last really good. Well, I have a soft spot for Final Frontier just because of nostalgia and time in my life when it came out. But yeah, I would say that uh, Brave New World was their last A+ album art.
Album art. So you guys being from Colorado, I've talked to a lot of bands in Colorado. It's a like a very healthy music scene in Colorado and like different
Oh yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, say, well, I'll call it Denver specifically is like very big, like doom and death metal city. I would say that like doom, that's the primary export of our music scene. Um, but yeah,
Awesome.
it's definitely healthy.
Yeah. So the recording process for this, was there like a song in particular that was like a harder song to work on that gave the band more trouble?
Mm, um, probably the beginning of Length of the Chain was a little tough both times we recorded it, just because we only record one song to a click, and
Okay.
we don't really use a click. And the one song is To Spires Deep and Caverns High is the one that we use for a click. We use a click for, but I would say that one can even still be the most challenging to nail down recording wise, just because uh, our drummer Dan is just working his tail off on that one, and he crushes it. But that's probably the toughest one for us to get through.
Yeah. Why did you use a click track for that song in particular?
That's why do we use it? Just because
Yeah.
that one was presented to the band all on Guitar Pro. Our guitar player Devin wrote it on Guitar Pro, and so
Okay.
we just always had it like we always had it conceptualized on a click track, so we learned it to a click track. Whereas all the other songs, well, I guess a couple other songs were presented to the band that way as well. But that's just the only one that we've recorded with a click. I don't know. That's just the way we've done it.
Okay. Awesome. Do you have a favorite to sing live?
Mm, probably the long one, the Silver City Fell, the last song. Just because I really love the expressive opening and the just the long beginning, setting up the scene, and then it's just a fun song to sing all the way through. I feel like I really get in the spirit of that one in terms of um, just what's happening and everything. So yeah, probably that one for sure.
Yeah. So for people who want to buy the album, where can they pre-order the album, man?
You can pre-order it on Bandcamp from our Bandcamp at Chamber Mage or from Nameless Grave Records on their website.
So yeah, it's coming out soon, March 28th. So after the album's out, what plans does the band have? I know you have this show in just a few weeks, but after that, like any plans, or you're still
Oh,
seeing?
we're really hoping to get on the road. So we're gonna start working towards that. Nothing is set in stone yet, but we think it's about time we get out there. We have a new album out, so we need to get out there and show people what it's all about. So yeah, that's our next steps after House Heroes is planning on getting out there and hitting the road.
Yeah. So I know you guys are on Instagram. What other socials could people follow you on?
Instagram and Facebook for socials.
Yeah, it's just those two.
Yep,
Like,
just those two.
there's too much.
I don't think we'll ever make a TikTok.
Uh,
Not if I'm in the band, we won't make a TikTok.
plus it's gonna be banned. Like they're gonna take it down. Yeah,
Yeah. And then they'll come back, and then
I'll come back. They'll
and
put
then
it.
they'll say they'll take it down just so they can praise someone for
Right, bring it back.
magically bringing it back. Yeah, right.
Ooh, back. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, it's been cool chatting with you, Avery.
Yeah, you too, Hector.
Yeah. So before I let you go, anything you'd like to say to the Chamber Mage fans or maybe future converts and fans?
Pre-order the full length if you haven't. It's out March 28th on Nameless Grave Records. Keep rocking in the free world.
Yeah. Awesome, man. So Couchers, the album by Chamber Mage, out in a few weeks. And if you're in Houston, March 22, 21,
Yeah.
you catch
March
them
19th, Thursday.
first. What's the first day? The 20th?
19th.
The 19th. Okay, you're 19th. Yeah, sometimes.
Or no, 19th is the pre-party.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's 20th.
Yeah, 19th is the pre-party. We play the 20th.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll have to premiere this before that so people can know that you are going to be there.
Okay. Right
So,
on, man.
Yeah, so that sounds like it's gonna be a cool thing. So yeah, Avery, I wanna thank you again for taking some time to chat with me from your basement in Colorado. Here,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
here to my couch in Puerto Rico. So until next time, couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.